Well, we just moved in, and up here on the second floor is my daughter's room. Over here we have an office, and here's the master bedroom, and here's my son's room.
Oh, what a great room.
Yeah, it's perfect for us. The only thing we're worried about, with only one staircase leading to the second floor, is if there was ever an emergency, there's only one way out.
Right. Well, the building code doesn't require a fire escape on a residential home like this, but during a fire, every second counts, and having a second way out is a great idea. Well, let me take a look and see what you have here. Okay, let me look out here. All right, we're not going to install a permanent fire escape on the outside of the house, but I have a couple of other solutions I'd like to show you.
Great.
Okay. This is a portable fire escape, and it's a ladder that folds up. These are the rungs right here. So when you pull this cord when the ladder is outside, it'll open it up, getting the ladder all the way to the ground. So you take it, you put it out the window like this, drop it out, hang it on the windowsill, open it up, reach out, and pull the cord.
That seems like a pretty good idea.
It is a good idea. But the only problem with this one is that you have to store it somewhere, and you have to know where it is, whether it's under the bed or in the closet. And it does take a few seconds for you to set it up. Another solution is this one right here. Basically the same kind of ladder. It has all the rungs. You pull the cord and it goes to the ground.
Oh, that looks like a good solution.
And this one installs permanently in the wall.
Right where you need it. That's great.
All right, you want to do this one?
Yeah.
Okay, let's get started. Okay, now this ladder should be installed in the center of the window, about 5 or 6 inches down from the window stool. It's also designed to go in between two studs that are 16 inches on center. Now, unfortunately, you have a stud in the wall right here in the wrong location. But the first thing I want to do is cut a hole in the wall, and then I'll deal with the stud. So I'm going to use the template to mark the location for the hole. Good. Now I'll get another piece in this corner over here. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut along the dotted line with my utility knife. Now I'll just remove the template and finish the cut.
How come you're not using a saw?
Well, I could, but this 1/2-inch drywall cuts pretty easy with a utility knife. Okay, now let's see if I can knock this piece out. Okay, good. What you have here is a radiant barrier, and that's good. But you don't have any insulation, so that's bad. But what I recommend you do is have cellulose insulation blown into this wall cavity, and with this radiant barrier, you'll have a nice tight wall.
Okay.
Okay, so now what I need to do is remove this stud right here that's in the wrong location.
Why'd you cut that so low?
Well, what I need to do is put two 2x4s across here as a plate to rest my structure on. Next thing I have to do is cut this 2x4 that's hanging down right here. They must have put on 3 sill plates. This one's hanging down too low, so I need to trim it off. And now I'll just chisel out the top plate. All right, remember now, this is what we have in the wall. We have a stud over here that goes from the window down to the plate. We have another stud on the wall right here that goes from the window down to the plate. And we have about 1/2 of a stud right here that I cut off. Now, ideally, we would be able to push a long stud in the wall right here along the opening so we could screw the ladder box into some structure on each side of the opening.
Okay.
But the stud is too long to get into the opening without destroying the wall.
No, we don't want that.
No. So what I'm going to do is I build a series of pieces just like this, and we're going to build it inside the wall cavity like that.
Oh, that's cool.
And they're going to attach to the studs on the further side. And then we have some structure that we can screw the ladder into on each side.
Okay.
These small pieces go in one at a time. All right, our new opening is framed. We have our plates across the bottom to the structure on the side, and we have our new upright structures to screw our box into.
Oh, it looks good.
Now the easy part. We first want to put this thermal brake in. It's a little piece of insulation. It'll keep the cold away from the box. Push that into place, just like that. And now all we need to do is put the box into the opening, put the red dot up, push it in, nice and tight, and pre-drill some holes for the lags.
All right.
These large lag bolts hold the ladder to the structure. All right, Carol, you have a few little spots on the wall that you have to touch up, and you have to patch this cut that I made.
Okay.
Now there's a door that will go on here, and you can leave it as it is, or you can paint it to match the wall.
Oh, that's great.
All right, one more thing I want to do. I want you to go outside. I'm going to drop the ladder out the window so we can test it.
Absolutely.
All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
Here it comes. Hey, pretty cool.
Looks great.
All right, now I'm going to check the connections. Still on the ladder?
Still here.
All right, everything looks nice and strong, and I think you have a new fire escape.
Oh, looks great. Thanks.